here for a sand race. We're at TX2. We just finished up Moto 1. If you missed Moto 1, click up here and it'll take you right to the Moto 1 video. This is Moto 2. I believe I'm in 4th place, so I need to get 2nd or 3rd to get on the podium. I got 2nd off the line, or I was 2nd to the first corner in Moto 1. Let's go repeat that start and have a good race. All right, let's go to the line. All right, you can see that we are starting beside the bike. We have to throw our leg over when the flag. I was 2nd coming out of turn 1 in Moto 1, and now I almost ditched it there. Now I'm 3rd coming out of turn 1 in Moto 2. So I got 4th place in Moto 1. I'm looking to have a really good finish here so I can get my first podium. Please subscribe to my channel and help me get to 1,000 subscribers today. If I want to keep pace, I better hurry up and catch these guys. There we go. There's some aggression. Now this top of this hill gets really choppy. It did not start out the day that choppy, but those AB riders really hammered that. Now look, Tom, who's in 1st place, goes down. And now I'm in 2nd place. Let's see if I can hold it, because I'm really just not doing well for this section. This section ate my lunch all day. There we go. I almost crashed on that jump there. But yeah, finally out of that section. These deep ruts are killing me. You know, last season I was in the same position in Moto 2 where I got into 2nd place on the first lap, and I was a little bit out of my element. I was just overriding into a lot of the corners. I'm not having that problem here. Overriding is not an issue. It's just trying to stay up is the issue. Not make any major dumb mistakes. So here comes another section with some deep sand that we got to try to get through. Right here it's pretty deep. You got to navigate through this little section of trees, and that guy's not in my class. But it's just like, where is the bike going to steer you? Or where is the sand going to steer you is the question. Alright, neither of these two guys are in my class, so I'm still in 2nd place. That guy's not in my class, so still 2nd. It would be so entertaining if you could watch this video from behind, because the amount of dabs that I had to do and just feet flailing everywhere, it would actually be a
a comedy how horrible it is. Oh, almost run into that tree. But we only have first person view, so it's just not as funny. I think in the second half of this video, I really do a better job of sitting in the pocket of the seat, keeping my weight more forward. I missed the inside of that turn there that I've been hitting all day. Rider down up here, and then I notice that's my son. I take a look back, and I get totally stuck in this sand, and there goes 2 riders in my class right around me. Take another quick peek back to make sure he's moving, make sure he's okay, and then now I'm going to try to chase these guys down. I was giving them a lot of shit after the race for like causing me to lose 2 places there, but it's really my own damn fault. Ran out of talent. But I'll tell you what, holding second place for, I think we're like halfway into this lap, it was a lot of fun. But now I'm just trying to find some lines on the course where I can be aggressive, and it's hard because we had a moto before this, and then the AB riders had a moto before this, and the course was already hard, and now it's kind of more beat up than it was. And sometimes the sand just wants to throw you into the tree. I'm trying to catch these guys, but I also know that I am in 3rd place. Or wait, what place am I in here? I think I'm in 4th place. Yeah. If I could just stop flipping that throttle and just hold it, it would be great. Really need to get out there and practice that. It's a bad habit that I picked up when I was on my carbureted bike, and now that I'm on this fuel-injected bike, it's 10 times worse. Alright, this corner coming up here has the worst sand on the exit of it. It's just so deep. It's so hard to maintain your line. Here thinking I should be able to go faster, right? Like I really should be able to go faster. But when you're out there doing it, it's tough. Like you really feel like you're doing all you can to stay on 2 wheels, and you're thinking about trying to go faster, but I mean it's not really your primary thought. Your primary thought is like, oh, I hope I don't get sent into that tree right there. This is the one part of the course that it's like almost hard packed. And now we're back into the sand. I have it up in 3rd gear, you can hear that lugging a little bit, but just trying to get some traction in the rear wheel. Like in 2nd gear, when you exit, you can feel the rear wheel spinning a little bit. Just kind of a trade-off. You lose a little horsepower, but get a little bit of traction. Alright, this straight's gonna come into play on the next lap where I chase down a friend of mine. I think it's this straight. This corner gave me hell all day. That was a tough corner because your speed coming into it is faster because of that long straight, and then you're slowing down more. I don't know if it compresses the front suspension more, but it's just a tough corner. Alright, if you remember from Moto 1, I got passed on the inside of this corner right here, so because I took the outside. So I'm keeping in mind I need to stay on the inside. Nice thing about this sand is you don't really have to use your brakes at all. Really trying to stay aggressive here. I know there's 3 riders ahead of me, but they're not all going to be able to stay up the entire race. So one of them is going to make it a mistake at some point. And I want to be right there to capitalize. If I can stay out of the trees. Sometimes you just get lucky and you get sent into an opening instead of a tree. This course was so much fun though. It's got a lot of elevation on it. And it's about, you know, remember back in the woods, like the width of the course is great for racing. Like, it's like the width of a motocross track with no jumps on it. Like perfect for passing. You're never held up by anybody. You're not holding anybody up. It's a great place for dirt bike racing. We just got to get some moisture next year, hopefully. I mean, if we don't, we don't. It'll still be fun. Those guys are sitting there waiting for somebody to send it. climb up that sidewall there. I wonder if that guy thought I was gonna run right into him for a second. Alright, this is the section where I'm just was eating my lunch all day. We'll see how we do this time. Almost lost the front end there. Oh, there goes my friend Kevin on the Yamaha 450 in the blue jersey. I see him like almost right off the track, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go past him, but then he shuts the door on me. Then he roosted me. He's one class behind me, so he started about 30 seconds behind me. There's no way I'm catching him in the open section. So deep right as you go through that gate right there. Alright, so Kevin did get away from me a little bit, but I'm going to reel him back in, so stay tuned for that. That was a good series of ruts there. Just was able to stay in them all the way from entrance to exit. That was good. Gotta keep the lens clear. And as we exit the creek, I think I found a new line on this lap. Yep, just kind of an accident. I got thrown out to the right there, and I was like, oh, it's clear over here. I'll just go over here. And you see that blue jersey in front of me? That's Kevin. So I kind of tracked him back down. Now I've got a renewed sense of urgency to really step on the throttle. Or I guess twist the throttle, right? Alright, so he has to go around this guy. I go to the inside, and he's kind of lollygagging here, so I take my chance. I'm going to pass him on the inside. And I just kind of ran out of talent. So I looked at this in slow motion, and I think he was already in that rut. And then by trying to go to the inside, I was up in the soft stuff, had no support for the tires. And once I started to try to lean the bike a little, there was just nothing to support the bike anymore, and the bike just kind of fell out from under me. But I tell you what, well, Kevin's not in my class, first of all, so that wasn't really a pass for position. But he's in our friend group, and if I would have passed him, I probably could have like given him shit about it for a couple of years. Now I did just hear kind of a yell behind me, a woman, and I can't get out of the way because I'm in these deep sand ruts. So finally I get farther enough over to the right where she can get by. Trying to keep pace, but I'm not as adventurous in some of these ruts as she is. I think I'm taking a little bit more of a conservative line too. There's another woman that's going to be right behind me in a few seconds, so she's in a battle for position here. This is that turn coming up that's got the really soft sand on it. On the exit. Watch her exit right here. Like, we're just both our bikes are all over the place. Like, it is so soft right there. It's so hard to keep it going straight. Yeah, so what were they, like 20 seconds apart, it seemed like? So they're in a decent battle. Now I will have like kind of a made up battle in lap 3 because there's a guy that passes me in lap 3, but he's got the same color sticker on his helmet as what's our class, which confused me. So I'm like actually gonna try to battle him and pass him back. That's at the end of the race coming up. So right about this time is where I kind of find a little bit of a groove, and I'm really doing better at moving my hips left and right and staying in these ruts a lot better. I'm able to carry some momentum through here in third gear. I'm not saying I'm chasing anybody down, but it just feels a lot more comfortable by the end of this moto than where I started at the beginning of Moto 1. Well, except for that turn. That one's been giving me problems all day. see the bike shift left, right, coming out of these corners. That's just me shifting my body weight and try to keep them in the ruts. I've been going to the outside of that turn all day, and I think it's just a little bit easier even though it's a little longer. Oh, here comes all those 85s again. Ugh, those kids. But I've been going to the outside of that turn all day, and that'll come into play in the last lap. Lost it there. Almost. This is where I almost heated up here. Wish I could have seen that from third person. But yeah, I just got a little lazy in the creek and front tire hit that wall and wanted to tip me over. Had to dap a couple times to save it. Yeah, by this point I'm pretty wiped. Like, this is lap 3 of Moto 2. After a day of practice the day before. Still trying to ride aggressively. It might not look like it, but it's tough out there. I'm sitting here thinking, why don't I just drive around the ruts? But like, some of these you just cannot avoid. Like, you have to go through. The way the course weaves back and forth, it's just, you would not be able to get around them. Where I took the dive in the previous lap. No. That guy's going the wrong way. I'm trying to catch that green bike. black kit, but I don't see him anymore. I'm also trying to just keep the bike on 2 wheels too. I was faster than that guy. I caught him. I was about to go for a pass until I messed up that one corner. Gotta be tough riding with no goggles though. Yeah, I'm messing up so much now. I mean, it's the end of the day. Arms are tired. Body's tired. Balance is off. Hydration is weaning. Just like all the factors are playing against me here. That tough turn with all the deep sand on the exit. I think I see what I did though. I let off the throttle right in the middle of the turn. Killed my momentum. Now look, both bark busters are pointed up. Sun really getting low. It would have been bad for the A riders coming up after this. With the dust and the sun, bad combination. Really felt comfortable on turns like that, just leaning the bike more, carrying momentum, carrying speed through the turn. Unfortunately, by the time we hit this course again next year, I'll have forgotten all this.
My knee up there. That was bad.
Oh yeah, I had to dab with my left foot. It was a pretty hard hit too. I remember that. Ooh! Yeah, butchered that one. That turn's been giving me issues all day. so I see this guy pass me, and it's like he's got a yellow sticker, which is what our class is. So I'm thinking, oh crap, where did this guy come from? Like, I need to stay with him. So now I'm dead dog tired and I'm just trying to fight. I should have gone to the inside there. Just a mental lapse. But I'm not exactly sure where I am. I think I'm in 4th place, but I'm thinking if this guy passed me he's in our class, then maybe if I pass him, I'll be in 3rd. And I can get on the podium. So I'm like really trying to hug his wheel, trying to look for a place to pass here. I'm thinking maybe if I go on the outside of this turn, I can set him up, cut underneath. Maybe I'll try it again on this turn. Yeah, I just couldn't get the lean angle on that off-camber turn though. Maybe if I duck inside here, I can pass him, but that was my closest shot right there. And now we got the checkers.
That was a whole lot of fun. So ended up that guy that I was chasing had a green dot or yellow dot on his helmet, but he wasn't in my class, so that was really weird. I'm not sure what class he was in, but I almost sent it through those trees thinking he was in my class, but I was just so tired. I had nothing left at the end of Moto 2. So I ended up going 4-4 for 4th overall. And that's actually my second top 5 because last year I got 5th at this place. I'm gonna have dust in my lungs for a long time now. Piece of advice somebody gave me before, or so yesterday during practice, was to loosen up my hips, and piece of advice somebody gave me during practice yesterday was to loosen up my hips. That is great advice in the sand. I finally figured that out in Moto 2. I was able to kind of move my hips left and right, keep the bike in the rut on the exit of the turn. But what's weird, I say that, but in Moto 2, the strange thing is I wrecked twice, and I didn't wreck at all in Moto 1. I had those two kind of like, not stalls, but I jammed into the corner. So anyway, it was a fun day of racing. I'm really bad at the sand, but I'm getting better. And I'm hoping we get some rain before next race. I'm hoping we get some rain before next race, but no mud. No mud. Thanks for watching this far, and we will see you next time. Bye.